What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy J Reed's Love of Cars. So we still in the quarantine and not too much to do to the car. I don't even feel like really working on it if I can't really drive it or do anything, go to the track or nothing. But the other day I got bored. I did decide just to take it out, go around the block or two, hit a spin. Um, Decided to use the nitrous. Didn't really have that much nitrous in there. I knew it was pretty much empty, but I said, hey, let me try it anyway. So I did that. Big mistake. Folks, they tell you online, whatever, don't run your nitrous bottle down to zero or to a real low pressure. You always want to keep about 2 pounds in it regardless, and I'm going to show you why. So these are the plugs that came out of my car after running like 2 nitrous hits with a very, very low bottle pressure. It messed those plugs up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I hope you can. But they fucked up pretty bad. So on my way back to the house, I noticed that car was misting, backfiring, doing all types of crap. And this is why. I was shooting too much fuel and not enough nitrous into the engine. So I was basically flooding the motor with fuel and fouled out my plugs, some awful. So that's one. I don't remember which cylinders these were, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where the other one is. I think I reused it because it was still looking good. But anyway, these plugs are horrible. So it's true what they say. Do not run your nitrous bottle down to zero. Keep some nitrous in it. Save your motor. So check this out. So I basically learned something new. Like a couple of weeks ago that you can do to a Foxbody to make it run better when you're trying to race it. Because if you have an automatic, the shift points in it is trash unless you buy a new valve kit or whatever you want to call it. Or change the transmission, get a manual transmission. The stock AOD is trash. You basically don't have second gear. But there is a way around that to rev second gear all the way out. And they call it the AOD Shuffle. Now, it's not good on your transmission, so I don't recommend doing it all the time. But if you're trying to race, fuck it. Do it. So basically what you do is you start out in first gear. And then once you get to the revs you want, you bring it back up to drive, and then you bring it back down to first. And now you're in second. And then once you've got the revs up as far as you want to go in second, then you bring it back up to drive. And you can leave it there and it'll shift into third. And round out the fourth if you got that much time in the race. So it's a pretty easy trick. Like I said, it's hard on your transmission because you're basically manually shifting an automatic. But it works wonder if you want to get your revs high enough in a race. Otherwise, what would happen is my car shifts at 5,000. Okay? Then it drops to like 4 and 3 to go to second. And then it goes right back to 5 and then shifts again to third. Well, shit, what about this? But if you use the AOD Shuffle, it's going to go all the way over to as far as you want it, 6. Red line that bad boy. It'll drop back down. You go all the way back over to 6. So you basically using your full RPM range. And if I can mount this camera somewhere, I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. But let's get her warmed up. starts to, before it changed gears, geez whiz. I'm about to show you now what it looks like, what the RPMs look like when you actually do the AOD Shuffle. The car feels like way faster when you do this method. And we are about to do it. Have to gear in first. Car's in first. A little too early though. Probably should have revved it out a couple more hundreds or whatever you want to call it. So that was my bad. But you can see it's a huge difference when you manually shift it. It feels way better, way more powerful. It's just all the way around. Folks, doing the AOD Shuffle. So if you're racing, that is what you're going to need to do if you're racing with this automatic transmission that comes in the Foxbody. So folks, that was the AOD Shuffle. As you can see, it's a huge difference than if you just let the car shift itself. So that's something to consider if you just got a Foxbody, you're trying to race, trying to go to the drag strip, and trying to squeeze every little bit out of it. Use that method if you want to, but do it at your own risk, because these transmissions aren't designed to be manually shifted. So you could screw it up, just saying. But anyway, this your boy Jay Reed's Love of Cars. Like this video, hit subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. Peace. Stay safe.